Hi, my name is Kevin McGuire, and I am going to show you how you can transition what maybe would have been an actual in-person readathon event to something that you could do virtually online using Flipgrid. So here on my screen, I am logged into my Flipgrid account, and I'll log out real quick so you can actually see what it looks like. So if you're not familiar with Flipgrid, you can go to flipgrid.com or search for Flipgrid Educator. I think if I go to flipgrid.com, you have an educator login button up here, which you can then click. And many schools have a Google or Microsoft affiliation of some kind, so you can use those accounts. But if you don't have an account, you're going to go and create one. And once you create one, you'll log in with it. So I'm going to hit Microsoft Login and log in with my school account here. And now I am logging in. And once I'm logged in, I'll show you what we have so far. So here's our virtual Readathon page. And I recorded a video at the beginning, and I'll show you how to do this. A video at the beginning to just kind of prompt anybody who's participating in my Readathon, what have you been reading? What would you like to share? And they can go on here and contribute what they've done. So here I have some people who have done just that. So if I click on Dr. Woods, our principal here.
Hello, I'm Dr. Philip Wood.
He's introducing himself and talking about the book that he selected that he's going to read. So right now, I am going to go back to just my main page here, and I'll create a new Flipgrid to show you exactly how I did this. So I'll hit Add New Grid, and I'm going to call this one Test Readathon for our purposes of this video tutorial. And then it has you select a grid type. So Flipgrid, if you're not familiar, allows people to post video comments to a question that you might push out to them. So the way I set up mine for the Flipgrid, and I would probably suggest you to do this as well, just so there's an added level of security, is you have students sign up using their Microsoft or Google school email. So if you have students that have that as their platform, it's easy enough to just have that as a requirement, and they have to log in to access. So I'll select that for our purposes here. It says create a flip code. You can actually put in a custom code here. The one I have for my Readathon for school is WH Reads, Woodland Hills Reads. And this one I'm just going to leave as the default one because I don't want to take another possible flip code URL. I'll hit next. Now it's going to have you enter that school domain where your students would log in. Our students and staff use @whsd.net to log in. Yours might be whatever school name that you use. It's probably not going to be just an @gmail.com address. It's going to be a Microsoft or Google account that the students use. Hit next. Your grid is ready. All right, go to my grid. So here is my grid. You can customize the banner here. You can change the name again if you want. And here is where the real magic happens. It is the adding of topics to a Flipgrid. So I am going to add a new topic. So you see there's one here that already it says say hello on Flipgrid. But since we're doing a readathon, I'm going to go ahead and actually hit actions on this and delete the topic. I want to permanently delete the topic. There we go. Now I'm going to add a new topic. I'm going to hit here and say Spring Readathon. And then the questions that I put in mine are, what are you reading? And then you can change the recording time. So I have mine set as 10 minutes. Because that's typically what, during an actual readathon event, we'd say, okay, keep your reading to 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll just do 15 minutes here. This video moderation tool I think is really great. If you switch that on, if moderated videos will be hidden from students until you activate them, put that on there. I think that's great just because you, as the person who owns the Flipgrid, have to approve anything that comes to you as a submission. So we have that there. I can hit create topic, and my topic is ready. All set. So Spring Readathon is here, and I have 0 responses to it. That's because we just made it, right? So one of the things you can do actually here is say, it says add a topic focus, and that's going to take us back to that editing window I was just on. You'll see here I have the things that we just edited, but you can actually record a video. And right now it is kind of freaking out a little bit because I'm on Zoom, but what I would be able to do is go through this and actually hit record a little video of myself saying, hey, welcome to the Readathon. I can't wait to hear what you're going to contribute. What have you been reading? Can you read an excerpt to us of what you have been enjoying lately? You'd be able to record that, and then that video would appear here. To update my topic, would appear here on the Readathon. So what you need now, of course, are just people to record responses and people to participate in your Readathon. So the way you want to do that, of course, is to share it with them. So there is a share button here, and hit share. And it says, okay, there's your URL. Again, you can hit copy on that, copied it, and then you can paste it elsewhere. What I'm going to do right now is open up a new incognito window to show you what it would be like when somebody gets that link. Somebody gets that link, they paste it in, and here we are, test Readathon. So it's prompting them to log in with either their Google or their Microsoft account. So it's prompting them to use whatever your district's account is to log in and then contribute. So I'm going to log in with Microsoft here to show you what that would look like. So I'm one of your teachers. I'm logging in to your Flipgrid. And here we are. So this is what your teachers will see. They can go down here to the big green check mark, the big green plus symbol, excuse me. They have to allow their camera. And again, because I'm on Zoom, it's going to conflict, but they just walk through steps here to record their video. It's pretty straightforward. It's really easy. And the nice thing is that as soon as this teacher finishes their video, you will get an email that says, hey, you have a new contribution to your topic. Go in and review it. So what that ends up looking like, of course, is people responding to your query. So typically, and if you know a little bit about the Readathon day model, you know it's a day. It's one day where people come together and share, right? Well, what this has allowed us to do in the virtual format is to actually like continue it, right? So I launched this 2 weeks ago, and it's an ongoing Readathon till the end of the year. So whenever your staff or your community members or your students have a moment to contribute, they can go on and contribute to that. It's just a great way to keep a personal touch, keep the love of literacy alive, and really excite your students with some familiar faces during this time. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me on this page or through my email, which is mcguke@whsd.net. Thanks so much for watching.